Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Michaela and I am so excited to do with you a new pattern today, and it's a very beginners friendly pattern. It's a short which has the sides ruched, and you can wear it really like to go to the beach. You can use it as activewear, dance wear, several different ways. I didn't name it yet, but I'm going to present you the pieces. So I've cut here two back pieces in mirror, two front pieces in mirror, and this is my waistband. I've also cut two because I didn't have enough fabric. So normally on the pattern will be cut and fold, but if you don't have enough, you can just simply do like me, add the seam allowance, and then you can cut two parts. So that being said, I am going to start with the construction of it. This is really simple, fast pattern, and you can do it all with your normal sew machine in case you do not have a serger or an overlocker. But if you do, then it's even easier and faster. So first things first, what I'm going to do, I am pinning my obviously my side of my waistband in both parts, and you will see that there is this kind of like angled part. So this is to account for the waist, and you do not need any elastic. Create such a beautiful shape to the waist. And here I am going to pin the curve of my back piece. So, and this fabric is actually really not slippery at all. I'm so happy actually because of it. So I'll be using directly my serger to serge it. Like I said, if you do not have a serger, you can use a zigzag stitch on your normal sew machine. You do not need any elastic whatsoever, so everything should be done literally 20 minutes, half an hour max. So I've already pinned all my parts, so the curved bit on the front piece and on the back piece and the sides of my waistband, and I'm going ahead already and will be serging. And yes, I'm being very careful because I have a thread which is a bit tricky and sometimes gets like stuck. So that's one thing already serged, and now I will be doing the other side. Okay, I took already my front piece. And my back piece also. Like I said, this is a really fast project. Okay, so we have here practically an entire back piece and an entire front piece. And what we are going to do, we are going to place it on top of each other, and we are going to match the crotch area. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to pin starting the seam, because I want that part matches perfectly or near perfectly. And for the sides, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to be pinning. Do not worry if the front piece is a little smaller than the back piece, is normal, right? So I'm going to pin the sides, and I'm going to take the waistband and I'm going to turn it on the right side of the fabric, and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to start from the seams, and I want to pin all around. I want to pin it all around, so I'm securing these 2 layers of fabric that are not moving for the moment when we will attach them to the shorts. All right, so I'm going to do this off camera. I'm going to pin it, and I'm going to pin these 2 parts as well. Once I'm done, I'm going to show you what is the next step. Okay, so I've pinned already my under waistband, and for the moment we're gonna set it aside, right? And I have here my shorts. I've pinned the sides and the crotch area, and I'm going ahead to my serger. Actually, I will be serging the sides, and I'll be doing a basting stitch for my crotch because I want it to match perfectly. So that being said, I am serging with you. That's one side. Okay, so now I'm going to my normal sew machine, and I am going to do a basting stitch for my crotch area, like I said, because I want the little seam, the 2 seams to match perfectly. So a basting stitch is practically a straight stitch with the highest stitch length, and its only function is just simply to secure 2 layers of fabric together, so it's easier to be serged. So what I'm doing, actually, I am making sure that my seams will match perfectly in the center. And once I've done this basting stitch, what I'm doing always is I make little cuts into my into the stitch, because I want that it allows obviously stretch. So I just wanted to show you the center. Look how beautiful it matched. So this is how important it is to do a basting stitch once in a while. And I'm going to turn it on the other side, and I'm going to do the same, these little cuts, and then I'm going to move on to my serger. So I'm going to serge it off camera, and also I'm going to do the same basting stitch all around for my waistband. So I have here the shorts almost ready. So this is my front piece and this is my back piece, and like I said, I did already the basting stitch for my waistband, but for the moment we're gonna set it aside, because what we are going to do, we are going to add the ruching to our shorts. And for this you will need actually a little pen, and I will be explaining you why. So you will be doing for the bottom part, you will be doing a top stitch. You can use a cover stitch, a zigzag stitch, or if you have a twin needle. So you will have to fold inside about 1.5 centimeters, about that. Okay, so that does not, this is until where should the elastic come, right? So you should bring the elastic more or less until here, right? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to mark it with a pen. If you wish, I can mark it on the pattern. Actually, that would be very useful. So I'm marking it so I know until where the zigzag stitch will actually, the elastic will actually come. Okay. And you can start it from up. I have here the highest stitch length, and I'm going to apply the elastic. I'm going to give you the measurements as well of the elastic. I'm going to apply the elastic just tiny bit lower than the edge. This is simply to protect the seam allowance. So now I did one back and forth, and I make sure that the needle is down. And now I'm going to be pulling, so you can pull it until here, the elastic, so you know how much you have to pull, or just simply you pull by hand and just simply go ahead with a straight stitch. I'm going to trim the little edge, and we've already created a beautiful ruching. I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side, but I want to, since this side is already done, I want to show you how we will be doing the folding inside and top stitching it. So I do have a cover stitch. Like I said, I'm folding about 1.5 centimeters inside, and yes, indeed, I always like to start from more or less from the seam, and I'm folding it like this inside. And this step is actually not a very fast step, because you'll always have to check that you have everything folded inside. So you always have to check the length of your fold. now I'm getting to the end and I'm going to trim. And this I'm going to be trimming again, and this little edge as well. So like I said, if you do not have a cover stitch, you can use a twin needle, or you can just simply use your zigzag stitch. It also looks really, really good. So the shorts starting to look really nice. I'm very excited already for them. I will be doing the other side, adding the elastic on the other side for off camera, and the same I'm going to do the folding, the top stitching of the lower part, and I'm gonna come back to show you how to attach the waistband, and the project is done. Okay, so the next thing will be attaching the waistband, and since I haven't cut my fabric on fold, I do have the points of the center, so I have seam with seam, and the center where it was like a little curved, right, that will be actually placed in the back. So what I'm going to do, I am just simply going to bring it over, and like I said, I always like to match the seams first. So I am kind of like wrapping it. So I'm bringing the waistband over my shorts, right? So I'm bringing it over, and I do want to say that indeed the waistband is a little bit smaller, quite a bit smaller than the shorts. It's absolutely normal. So what we're going to do, when I'm going to be pinning, I am going to stretch slightly the fabric of the waistband like this. And for this, I am going to do a basting stitch first, because I want that my seams match very good as much as possible. And then I will only go over and I will serge it. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to start doing the top stitching, and I'm going to have the band over, so the band will be up and the rest of the shorts will be down. And like I said, I will be starting from the seams, because I want to match as much as possible the seams. So it's just simply a basting stitch, and I will be removing little by little my needles, but meanwhile I'm slightly pulling my band to match good my my shorts. And when I'm getting to the other seam, I'll be doing exactly the same steps. these two parts, they will need to match. I'm going to pull it a little bit more like this, like that. Okay, so I'm going to continue all the rest off camera. Once I'm done, I will be showing you the first part of serging, but otherwise the project is finished. Okay, so I have here already my shirts prepared with the basting stitch done, and I want to say that I am starting from the back seam because it's coming slightly in a V. So I want to maintain that. And whilst serging, is really important that you're not getting more layers of fabric underneath than you should. Okay, so your shorts are done, and let me tell you that they are extremely comfy and can be used for wherever you wish, like, and they are very chic as well. So I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, please feel free to write me. Happy sewing!